What's up, everyone? Welcome to another live stream. My name is Hans. I'm simply dude on the internet. You need to listen to me at your own risk. Cryptocurrency is extremely dangerous, especially as you get down into the lower cap coins. So do be careful out there. We're going to cover some of the macro charts while everybody flows into the live stream. So over here we have Bitcoin on the daily. Testing this F flag, the top of the breakout. Generally, the top of the market doesn't look like this. Although there are M's or higher or lower highs forming on the chart, we spent a lot of time up here. You would expect after a very explosive move, if that explosive move was the top, you don't spend this much time going up. You do come down to retest it. But we're staying at the top of the range. You can see even with the rallies at the top here, you don't really spend a lot of time moving higher here. You tend to collapse, right? You get your high and you start trending down, right? You get your high. This looks a lot more like we're seeing now with a rising channel before going down. But it looks pretty promising here. We're above the 38.2. This is the overall retracement level. This is the dump chaser zone. So shorters will try and short here to take it a little bit short, lower. So we need to get above the overall 50%. This is a very important GAN level. And then, of course, we've got the golden ratio, which is at 40K, 48,000. This is where the market in the past topped out in the previous cycles before the halvening, the area over here, before going down to retest previous breakout levels. So looking pretty good, although the indicators are a little bit high with bearish divergences pretty much. See, this bearish divergence already played out when we're almost in the middle of still in the bullish control zone, almost at the middle on the RSI at 50. So we're higher than we've been, but the RSI is trending lower. So it's almost reset actually to go a little bit higher, which I said would be good back here if we just can move sideways here and have the RSI reset for one last push. So there's many targets, people pointing at the 42 and the 48. So those are your two targets. The measured move for this takes you all the way to halfway between these 2 points. So it does look pretty good. So this is the dollar index, the Dixie. When it goes down, the risk assets do well. As the dollar, when it loses strength, your risk assets do well. The RSI almost reset at 50 or at 20, so almost on extreme sold areas. It looks like we might be getting a rally soon. So if we make another low and create bullish divergences here, this would put a bit of pressure on BTC, etc. Let's just see if I am alive. Okay, yeah, we are alive. Okay, good. Luckily, I'm not talking to myself. Okay. So 0x, Zenite, what's up, Mr. D, Ash, Rai. I'll get to all of your coins. I haven't looked at anything yet. We're going to cover all of the coins, some of the macro, some of the Pulse Chain ecosystem coins, and then we'll get to your coins as well. So dollar holding up strong here at the 50%. Maybe we get a relief bounce pretty soon. It's getting really oversold. So this could put a bit of pressure on the cryptocurrencies. Let's quickly look at the S&P. Hasn't opened just yet, getting into oversold areas or overbought areas here. But it's been massive, just like green candles since the lows over here. On the weekly, not really overbought just yet here. expect crazy gains when it breaks for crypto, when this breaks the all-time high, right? So the investors' risk appetite will increase when we start breaking all-time highs. I mean, this is bearish divergences here on the weekly for the Nasdaq, or for this is Nvidia. Never mind. So Nvidia at all-time highs with bearish divergences on the weekly. So the Nasdaq, we've broken out of this flag. This takes us all the way to all-time highs. There's bearish divergences now formed on the RSI, but there could be still a lot more room for this to move to the upside to invalidate that bearish divergence. Okay, so the S&P looks good. On the weekly, still looks fine. There's no bearish divergences yet. Let's look at the total market cap. So, including BTC, right at the total market cap sitting at 1.4 trillion. This is the breakout level. We're above it. There is a measured move for this. Now, this can take obviously quite a long time because this is the weekly scale, right? And this is pretty much everything. It's going to drag everything up. That takes us to the 50% level. Total 2, market cap excluding BTC and stable coins at the breakout level once again. Just above it, we can see this is called this sign of strength, the SOS. So you're going to be fighting this breakout level before breaking higher. So, I mean, this looks good. For now, we're above it. The weekly close is 2 days into 13 hours away. So you want to see this close above here, right? Maybe even do a retest and then go higher. Total 3, market cap excluding BTC and ETH, well above the breakout level here. You can see these power candles here. These are all doji candles or hammer candles showing strength in the market. Pretty high on the RSI though here on the weekly. What's the total 2 looking? I mean, all of these are quite high already on the RSI on the weekly. So maybe we do get to that breakout level and retests later in next year, not later next year, maybe second quarter of next year after the halvening, we do come down and retest these levels. Okay, let's go over to Pulse Chain. We check out your coins there. Okay, I mean, what's there to say about this? So, I mean, this is a good consolidation here. There's lots of bullish divergences here. Firstly, we can see price is higher here, yet the indicator is lower. This is called hidden bullish divergence. This indicates trend continuation. And if we look at the trend, currently the trend is up, right? This is a bullish trend. The definition of a bullish trend is higher highs and higher lows. So we've got higher lows. I'll just point in all of the higher lows over here. And this is now our newest highest low over here, higher low. We've also got higher highs on the chart. So this is the definition of what an uptrend is, right? This technically, that's an uptrend, right? So the trend is up. This is hidden bullish divergence, which means the trend wants to continue. So seems like there is continuation here. Not only did we have bullish divergence from the area here, hidden bullish divergence, but we also had hidden bullish divergence from here, as price is significantly higher from this level, right? Yet the indicator printed lower. In fact, this indicator, the RSI, printed at 40.01, and the lowest low here is 40.46. So that's a really strong bullish, hidden bullish divergence. And we can see that the news came in right here at the bottom for the Apple TV, the highest of stakes documentary, and off we went. I tweeted the Ikimoku cloud that the support level was at that level, and look what happened. We hit it slap bang. What's up, Finbear? Let me just show you that. tweet there. So yeah, we need to hold, this is this one. Ichimoku cloud just stopped at the top of the daily, and we need to hold above at the bottom of the cloud over here. We can see the Ichimoku cloud right there. We found support. This is even before the news came out, right? So which is it? Is it the news, or is it also called the top on PLS? Exactly at the top. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, we're in the middle of the cloud here. We should expect a move to the top of the cloud. That's at 7,941. So something like that. We need to close above, right, if we want to be really bullish. Find this as support and then go higher. Right, so the cloud is getting thinner over time. You can see how thin it gets. So it's going to be much more easier to move through it. The thicker it is, the harder it is to get through. The thinner it is, the easier it is to go through. We don't have a bearish cross of these moving averages yet. They're not really moving averages, but let's just call it that. There's no bullish cross just yet, no bearish cross. The blue line, which is the faster moving, is acting as resistance currently. So let's get above that, and looks like we can head to the top of the cloud after that. PLSX, sorry guys, I need to go a little bit quicker. PLSX almost got to the bottom of the cloud. It looks this quite the same, right, to the wrapped pulse chart. This is PLSX versus pulse, the ratio. You can see that I had bearish divergences drawn in here. So that has now played out. We've come down. We do have hidden bullish divergences for it to go higher. Let's just remove that fib tool. Value versus for PLSX is down here. So it's still the nosebleed section for the granny. She needs to wait for it to get down to these levels, the horizontal lines, before being interested. But there are some bullish signs here. There's bullish divergences here. As price is lower, yet the indicator is much lower as well. So there's some hidden bullish divergences, which tells you that the trend should continue, and the trend is up as we've got higher highs and higher lows. EX below the cloud, I'll just remove the cloud. We got into the golden ratio, which is the 61.8, and like I said, I mean, I should find that clip and post it on Twitter. And I said that the market does not like quick movements like this. It's going to come down and retest these levels, fill these inefficiencies here in the market. We've now done that. Let's look at the RSI. I think this is 34. Oh, so it's a little bit lower. But I mean, you guys can see that the RSI has pretty much almost reset totally. It can go a little bit lower. There hasn't been any bullish divergences formed. So maybe we have one more flush, which makes a lower high, and the indicator makes a higher high over here. With the price going lower, you get our indicator going higher. That's enough to reverse the trend, and we can go higher from there. Remember, pullbacks can be healthy. They don't need to be scary. The two EHexes trading against each other. You can see where my breakout level was the green line over here, this one. It hasn't come down to retest that level, got really close. Most of the volume was traded at the red line. We wicked into it. It seems like it's kind of reversing here now. It's done a full retracement of this move. And once again here, this was a fast move. The market does not like fast moves. It will come back and retest those levels. We are now retesting it. The RSI can go a little bit lower. It is in the bullish control zone. We are still in the reload zone. So technically, if The granny wanted some E hex here, swapping her P hex for E hex. I can't fault her for getting some here. But she should expect these lower levels to get hit and add more to her trade if that is to happen, and selling off when it doubles, which would be in the area up here. This is a little bit of a risky trade. One that I'm personally not doing. I would like for much lower prices before I swap any of my PX for hex. That doesn't mean I prefer anyone. We're just simply going at what the chart is telling us. PX, and I'm going to start looking at these versus rapid pulse, right? Versus rapid pulse, PX, you can see where value is at. It's in this area here. You can see even the breakout levels that are marked. These are new lows, very low on the RSI. But just technically speaking, I can't get any here. I need to wait for it to get a little bit lower. It's done a good correction. Yeah, and in fact, this is a new low. So it does look like it wants to go a little bit lower. So what we might see is a lower low and a higher high on the RSI. That would give you bullish divergences and enough to tell you that this wants to reverse. Incentive token we're not going to look at. Kick, the coin I founded, 45% is a locked. Circulating supply is locked. 50% is locked in the LP pool. Very low volume. Haven't streamed that often as I should, so either way, this looks a lot like the area that we were back in here, right? Do we have reload zones? Yes, I can just see with the eye that we have reload zones. This is where we should be interested in getting our favorite meme and altcoins. Do we have higher lows? So we've got a low here. We have the second lower. We do have, oh, this was a new low. So we have it forming. We just need to have a higher high confirmed. That's your higher high. Once we close a candle above this level, that's a clear indication to go long with this. And you're still in the reload zone, so we don't have to catch a falling knife. We can just wait for this to be confirmed. So that's Kick versus Pulse. I mean, lots of volume are still interested in this. You can see down here, the volume just continues to increase, right? Although we're consolidating now, you can expect the volume and the trading to be lower. But that's where we should be interested. I like Kick and I like Granny. These are fair launched cryptos. I'm going to be here throughout the bull market, so I expect this to do really well. So that's Kick. Let's quickly go over Granny token. We had bullish divergences here. We had a pop off. So now we're creating new lows. We still have one higher low here. Wicks and tails like to be eaten, so I'm not surprised we're chilling here. Do we have bullish divergences? That's 36. So that is higher. So no real divergences to speak of just yet. This needs to consolidate. You can see, get some of those weak hands out. Just move sideways a little bit more and eventually it will have its day. Communist, Hex super weapon or secret weapon. Com versus Hex. I mean, this is where we should be interested, right? We're at the bottom of the range. We're creating higher lows. Let's look at the log chart. Performing really well. We've got a bunch of higher lows. I think Com will do really, really well. A large amount of the supply is locked. And only long-term stakers can really mint this. So yeah, get com.today if you want to mint your com if you do have stakes. That's get or mintcom.today. That's my referral link. I'll get 1% of the mint. Nothing, you lose nothing. HOA. Hex orange address. This is the daily. Let's go to Rapid Pulse. Well, if you look at this chart, you can already guess what I'm going to say, right? You can't be chasing this up here. This is the nosebleed section. It doesn't mean it can't go higher. These coins can do insane things. Most of the volume is traded in the range below here. There's your breakout level. Has this made a new 75, 74? So still no new higher high. So we still have bearish divergences here. I mean, to be fair, that is higher. Okay, so it has been invalidated. Okay, so it does look like it can go a little bit higher here, because this bearish divergence was invalidated here. Yeah, that's going higher, so there's no bearish divergence anymore. But there is bearish divergence from the areas here. Price is still lower. Yet the indicator price is higher, yet the indicator is still lower. But it's quite close to invalidating that at 73 versus 75. So yeah, can't get it up here. Anyway, it's too late up here. You need to wait for the areas down here. Beetroot. So Dewey, here's one of your coins. You can see where resistance is. Can't be interested up here, right? It does look like it wants to go another. This is exhausted, right? This needs to come down to these levels down here. That's where I'll be interested to get a little bit more. Pulse Kitten had a huge dump, like somebody exited here. I actually caught this falling knife somewhere here at 6K. It's up nicely now. I mean, if you like Pulse Kitten, still in the reload zone, it got like dumped really hard. Although it defended its bottom, which is good to see. It's up quite a lot from its lows. I'd be a little bit skeptical as this wicks and tails like to be eaten, right? But that generally means that the price needs to stay below this level for that wick to be eaten, and we've stayed above that candle body close. So getting rejected at the 78.6 level now. So this is a little bit, I don't quite know what's going to happen here. But in the overall scheme of things, this is the area where you should be interested, right? We're well below the reload zone. You don't have market structure, which are higher lows just yet. Still a lot of volume interested in this coin. I got some finally down here when it did dump. Got a lot of flack for missing this one. But back here, I did say that this wanted to come down. It's Pulse Kitten. PHUX. The Fox ecosystem, guys. I mean, these charts always look this weird. Right, it's just moving along. Bouncing off the 61.8 now. I mean, so low on the RSI. If you wanted to get some PHUX with your PLS, this is the area where you should be interested. We're back inside the reload zone. The RSI is practically reset. No bullish divergences just yet, which is a little bit concerning. But there's more area to go down. Wrapped BTC in all of its reload zones. Do we have higher lows? We do have higher. What? This is hidden bullish divergences here. Actually, this is strong divergence. Price is higher, indicator is lower. So this looks promising. I can't fault the granny for getting some here. She should expect it to go lower, so she needs to manage her risk. Do check out the course in the description down below. The granny style of investing is on a Black Friday sale, so it's about 30% off, a little bit more than 30% off. So do check that out. If you want to buy in crypto, just DM me on Telegram. Yeah, so Wrapped BTC actually looks quite good here in both reload zones. Yeah, you can see these reload zones overlapping. Strong bounce from the lows here. But this is not versus Rapid Pulse. Maybe we should look at versus Rapid Pulse. So RSI's got nice and low. We're back just above the point of control, well within the reload zone. A little bit of a wick here that I don't like. So what you guys are saying. Crypto Calo, what's up? Dewey. Finbear. TW01, what's up, dude? It's good to see you here as well. Hey man, I didn't grab any of the latest PL. I didn't get to grab. I'm looking for that one last load up at these levels. Tin Top, what's up, good dudes? CT wants us to take a look at Link. So Link on the daily, we can see here the RSI very, very high, right? I mean, did we hit even the 326? Yeah, we got rejected at the 236 fib level, exactly at this level, at 16 got rejected. I mean, the RSI is high, there's no bearish divergences formed yet. Bearish divergence would look like this, a small higher high, yet the indicator didn't make a higher high. Can't chase this here. I need to wait for that area there. I have a bag of this. This is where I'm selling halves on doubles, although I bought it versus in the intent to sell it against ETH. I've not gotten that target yet. My order has not been filled, sell order. But if I did get the sell order filled, I would wait for the reload zone to get some more. So I can reinvest half of what I sold back in this area here. Right, not up there. This is dangerous. Let's look at the daily. Coming down nicely. I mean, this could definitely have a last hurrah. Set that bearish divergences on the weekly and then come back down. I just can't chase it up here, right? This is, if we put on the line chart, you can see a bunch of M's in this chart. M looks like this, right? These lower highs. And when the market is smiling at you like that, it wants to take your money. So we don't have market structure for this to go higher just yet. This can easily set a higher low here and go higher. Yes, that's possible. But I can't chase it here. Maybe for a trade, maybe a small 10% or a 30% trade, yes. But that's not in my risk management. I wait for these positions down here and then sit on them for a very long time. Right? Everybody has their own trading strategy, etc. What's up, Biro? Thanks for the kind words, bro. Biro Attila, Finbear. Dewey, thanks for the kind words, bro. Lucas and Cocaine, yeah, on. Happy weekend, guys. Hansi bringing the bump. Okay, let's continue with the altcoins. Wrapped BTC, PayPay. I know someone wanted this on the Twitters. Let's just see if there's anything else. PLS. Okay, we're going to look at PayPay now, and we've looked at Granny. So PayPay versus OnPulse. Let's switch to Rapid Pulse, so because we want more PLS, right? This is a valid W here at the bottom, right? Just put on the line chart. You can see the W here, right? With your higher lows. This looks like it's about to break out, right? That's it's literally testing the breakout level now. Was there bullish divergences here? 35, 25, 34. So no bullish divergences really, but we do have location, right? This is the area where we should be interested in the 61.8. We're well below the reload zone. Then we need a break of the downtrend. We do have the break of the downtrend, right? And then we need market structure, which are higher lows and a higher high. This is your highest high over here. We're literally testing it now. The granny can wait for this to break out and then buy the retest, or she can go long here. And this is a risk too. We want a double. We want a 100% move, right? So your double would be, as soon as you can see the 100% move there, that's a double. So we can get a free position. Then we need to risk it. We can risk it to the bottom. There's a few lows here, so let's do that. So you're going to risk 33%. That means if you put in $10 in this trade, you're going to, and when you're wrong, you're going to lose $3.3. If you put in $10 and you're correct, you're going to walk away with $10 and a free position in this coin, because we sell half on a double. And if you got a free position in that coin, you can just let it run, right? And wherever this stops out, maybe it does a 200% move. Then we can rebuy when this comes back into our reload zones. But you need to follow the strategy to a T, right? So maybe we pop off, you sell one half, you sell another half on a double there. And then we can rebuy when we come back to retest these levels. Just like that. So Pepe looks good. Let's see if it can close above its breakout level and get a double. I mean, this is a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So you're risking 1 to make 3. Okay. We've not looked at Tetra yet. Was there other coins people wanted to take a look at? Okay, Pythias, so Pythias, a really good aggregator. Soon everybody in PulseChain will be using this. Strong bullish divergences here. Interesting. Price going lower, indicator going higher. We have a W here. This is your breakout level of the W. Retesting it now. I mean, this is where I should actually be interested in getting some Pythias. We're in location, right? You're at the bottom of the range. We've got bullish divergences. We've got a W on the chart. It's retesting it now. Huh. Interesting. Time. This is the internet money. I'm not quite sure which part of the coin this is. Okay, so it I just got a DM that my Patreon is not working, but what the problem is that that is my old URL. I'm just gonna quickly change that, so do excuse me quickly, guys. If you want to join the Patreon, this is the right link, and I'll just quickly change the settings in on the live. It's just to change that quickly. So sorry for the delay. It won't take really that long. There we go. Time is the PLS generator and IM is their currency. Okay, cool. So you can see it's inside the reload zone, right? So that first, this is where we should be interested. That gives you access to, the Patreon gives you access to my newsletters, the Telegram group, all the coins I'm buying, etc., etc. I just need to change one more thing. Just checking it quickly. Now, next we will check for bullish divergences. Okay, saved and done. Good. Okay, bullish divergences. Um, Unfortunately, I mean, this is, if we do put on the line chart, right, we do have those bullish divergences. You can see price going lower, yet the indicator is higher. Some people like to look at the line chart. Other people take those wicks into consideration. Let's see where most of the volume was traded. I mean, if you really like this and you wanted, and the granny wanted to start building a position here, she can start dabbling at these levels, right? Small percentages, so she doesn't get absolutely wrecked on this one coin, right? Nothing exceeding more than 5% of her trading portfolio. But it is a little bit concerning. You've got the breakout level down here, and most of the volume also traded down here. I don't know if we're going to get that low, right? But that is why the granny, she'll get a small percentage here. And if it goes lower, she can live with it, right? She doesn't mind sitting underwater. Especially with the small positions that she's taking. Right, the vast majority of your coins should be in cold storage, right? And check out the ledger in the description down below, the ledger link. They do have a Black Friday, so you're going to get some Bitcoin back when you buy a hardware wallet. If you don't know how it works yet, just get the hardware wallet, right? And you can learn over time throughout the bear market, but just know how these things work, right? So there has been requests for up and up X on several different prices, but it's rallying, so that you can expect that there will be a few requests for this. On the line chart, you've got clear bearish divergences as its price is going a little higher, yet the indicators are lower. Lots of big wicks at the top here, so sellers stepping in. I mean, you can see the long range down here, right? This is where that's your lowest low there. That's your breakout level there. You can see the confluence around that level. You can do a volume analysis to see where most, you can also see down here, most of the volume was traded here. Your reload zones, the 78.6 level, if I just remove the 61.8, we should actually just disregard the 61.8 with pulse chain tokens, because this is like some of the most volatile things you'll ever see, right? So yeah, this is actually where we should start getting interested at the 78.6 and the 88. So you can already start seeing these lines. This is where I should be interested, right? If this goes higher, that's fine. I just move my fib tool higher, and you can see how the reload zone also moves as you readjust the highs, right? For now, that's the area here. There are no bearish divergences on, let's see, that's 88.32, 87. Okay, so there was bearish divergences here. Price went higher. Very small one. If that was enough. I mean, this is exhausted here, right? This is at the toppy top of the over extreme bought areas. Up X. I think this one made a new all-time high today. Strong bearish divergences is now formed. You can even do it from here. Price is higher, indicator is lower. Very high on overbought areas. Lots of people are talking about it. You can see your breakout level is down here. Markets like to retest their breakout level, so you can see the breakout to the retest, and off you go. Then you can also do a volume analysis. pretty high, right? I don't know how. We should probably look at Rapid Pulse. Excuse me, guys. I mean, this is straight up, right? YOLO up. Good for them. The areas that we should be interested is down there. All of the volume was traded up here, which is interesting. But I can't get it up here, right? Bearish divergences on Pulse as well. I mean, this is the area where I would be interested. And this is still quite high. Right, this is the no split section. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. The higher it goes, I'll just readjust it and get it when it comes back to those levels down there. Poor pleb. We'll quickly go through those. See, scrolling through your chat quickly. So much man emotions in the chart. I seen it also with RFX and DIX both had huge whales just shot on the chart. Looking at INC, I don't know, I won't be buying INC. I'm just selling it as I get it. Do I have YouTube explaining all my indicators? No, I mean, this is pretty standard indicators that everybody use. You can find general guides online. Now bullish and bearish divergences is probably the hardest and the best you can get on indicators. It looks like PP found a bottom. So this is Spur Blip here. These are new lows, unfortunately. This is still very early to tell. Is this a new low? 29. So not a new low. So there is bullish divergences from here. I mean, what you would need to see is wait for a W. You don't know where this is going to bottom out. Right, if we put on the line chart, we've got the V, right? The V of a W. This needs to do something like this, right? Before I can be interested. Otherwise, this can just go lower. I mean, at least this chart looks a little bit better, but they just absolutely destroyed this chart with a 9-inch. But if you love this coin and you really wanted it up here, like I'm asking you, like, well, why isn't this good, right? Could it still go lower? But the granny, she manages the risk, and she has more dry powder if it goes lower. Did I cover all of the coins that you wanted to take a look at? Below sacrifice point, yeah. PZen, Fame. Fame recently did a run. I know what's Zenite. Sorry that I only got to your coin now, but it was on my watch list. So PZen, the Conrad Z coin. Let's look at it versus Rapid Pulse. Low liquidity. I mean, this isn't the prettiest chart. It's janky. Not inside the reload zone, right? I can't get it up here. It got really oversold. This is a V bottom. The market does not like a V bottom. It's expected to come retest to this level, create a smaller one, maybe higher. Let's see where the 61.8 is. That's your 61.8. It bounced exactly off the golden ratio. Just see how powerful this level is. Boom, boom, boom. No split section. I can't get it here. I need to wait for these lower levels. RSI is back to 50. Got really oversold. Bana. Yeah, can't get it up here. It needs to come a little bit lower. I should have sold the stop here. I've sold a few doubles up already. So I'm definitely going to be reloading in this if it does get down there. Really like what he's doing with this project, with the graphics, etc. Teddy Bear, most everybody has forgotten about the Itropa ecosystem by now, most likely. You do have higher lows here, right? This is your breakout level, so you can wait for it to break above there to go long. Or you can be a little bit more risk adverse and get it down here. 92.1. No, so no bullish divergences, unfortunately. You do have location, we don't have indicator confirmation, we don't have market structure, so still a little bit early. Die. You've got a V bottom, 33, 35. No bullish divergences, we have location, no market structure, no indicator confirmation. We need to see this happen on the chart. To break of your highs, that's where you can go long. Itropa. Okay, I think we've done enough here. What can cause a break of the uptrend in pulse? A BTC dump, yes. BTC dump, yes. A BTC pump will pull everything up higher. Or bad news. RFX was the last one I was looking at. I remember you wanted me to take a look at this, and I probably told you it was too high, right? If you had a W, you could have gotten a double out here and a free position in this coin, but it's come all the way back down now. Guys, yeah, reflex tokens really don't do that well. This has a long more way to go, as the RSI is like, what, at 41? Still has a lot more room to the downside. No bullish divergences to speak of. No market structure. This is a V bottom. And this is an ugly M. These lower highs. You need to wait for the downtrend to be broken as well, wherever this comes in. So it's got a lot more room to move. Tetra. Interesting chart. This is the nosebleed section, right? I can't be interested up here. I need to wait for these levels down here. Loss of the volume was down there. And I wanted to look at the RSI quickly. Bearish divergences there. I mean, no, this Tetra needs to come down a little bit more. Wait for structure in this area of the chart before going long. Internet money, wait, BLD. How long have we been streaming? Okay, I think that's enough for now. We've covered quite an extensive list of things. So, they always say Pepe pumps when BTC dumps. And the new DApp soon. Okay, oh yeah, sorry Rai. My bad, bro. Sorry for making you wait. Which Pepe is that, CT? Pepe on Pulse Chain or the normal Pepe? Titan X, switch to Rapid Pulse, Rapid ETH. So we've got the first V of the W. It's go to shorter time frames. Maybe that a little bit clearer. Finding support at the 61.8. This does look like it wants to go a little bit lower. You've got it's bouncing off a double reload zone here. So the only concern is the RSI is still a little bit high here. You'd like the RSI to totally reset before going higher. Maybe put in some bullish divergences. Something like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's bottomed just yet. The only concern is the RSI is a bit high. Yeah, I would like a nice flush out, get the RSI nicely reset down here at oversold levels, make some bearish divergences. And I mean, this doesn't have to be bearish. I know this looks bad on the chart, right? But a healthy consolidation is healthy. No, that's funny. A good correction can be healthy, I should probably say, right? Flush out the haters, create some higher lows. We don't have a higher low here, right? I can be wrong. But what you would want to see then, if I am wrong and this was your bottoming pattern over here, you want that low, this low over here, to hold, to be defended, right? This, they can get as close to it as they want to, right? But this would be your confirmed breakout over here, which is a little bit high. A little bit high. You won't be in the reload zone anymore. So that's why I would like to see a W come inside of the reload zone. Let's say it looks like that, right? That still a W. You can wait for the breakout level so you don't have to catch a falling knife. And there you go, higher. Okay, it's a little bit early. Especially if we look at the RSI. The RSI is still quite low. This isn't capitulation. Capitulation has not happened yet here. Okay, with that being said, click the like button now, guys. Subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Like the vast majority of the people that watch this show is not subscribed. It helps with the algorithm and I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to always play from strength. Do not get wrecked. There's still a bull cycle ahead of us. So a lot more